driver accused of killing a grandfather and his grandson on Christmas is set to appear in court next month. But 12 News reporter Alex Torres-Perez has learned new details about what happened that night. She joins us live now in studio after going through court records. Alex?
Kayla, this criminal complaint lays out what led to the arrest of driver Adam Gauthier after the deadly crash that took a family's Christmas joy away. The light seems to have disappeared after Christmas, leaving behind a gray, gloomy fog, which one could imagine is how the world of the Arruda family is right now, after losing two loved ones on the same night. State troopers say Floriano Arruda and his 15-year-old grandson Jacoby died after a head-on collision on Veterans Memorial Bridge. The Dighton Rehoboth school superintendent describing Jacoby as someone quick-witted that loved to make others laugh and revered the grandparents who raised him. Jacoby's grandmother, Donna, is still fighting for her life at Rhode Island Hospital after the crash. Court documents say Adam Gauthier told state troopers he was trying to get over the concrete median barrier after getting on the bridge the wrong way. Instead, he crashed head-on with two vehicles. Court documents say Gauthier told state troopers he had a couple of glasses of wine at a family party, but when they conducted a sobriety test, Gauthier failed. State troopers say Gauthier fell over on his back, failed to count backwards, and also failed to say the alphabet 3 separate times. Gauthier is now expected in court January 9th. He's facing a slew of charges, including manslaughter and driving under the influence. And 2 other people were injured in this head-on collision, but they are expected to be okay. Reporting live in studio, Alex Torres-Perez, 12 News.
In other news, we're learning new details about the driver accused of driving the wrong way while under the influence and killing a grandfather and his grandson on Christmas.
12 News reporter Alex Torres-Perez joins us in studio with a breakdown of what that driver told state troopers after the crash. Alex?
I don't know. Those were the words that suspect Adam Gauthier told state troopers when asked what had happened according to these court records, and those records then go on to describe what led to his arrest. It was at this intersection that court records say Adam Gauthier told state troopers he got on the Veterans Memorial Bridge the wrong way, even saying he was trying to get over the median barrier to get on the right side of the road. Instead, he collided with 2 cars head-on, killing Floriano Arruda and his grandson, 15-year-old Jacoby Arruda, whom the Dighton Rehoboth School District described as someone who was always quick-witted and loved to make others laugh. Jacoby's grandmother, Donna, is still fighting for her life. Court records say Gauthier told officers he had a couple of glasses of wine at a family party in Somerset, but state troopers say Gauthier reeked of alcohol and was speaking extremely slowly. When given a field sobriety test, Gauthier failed. Court records say during the test, Gauthier fell on his back and even failed to say the alphabet 3 separate times, leading to his arrest. Gauthier is now facing a slew of charges, including manslaughter and driving under the influence. He is expected in court January 9th. And Jacoby had recently transferred schools to Seekonk High School, and both of the school districts he attended say they will have counselors available for students and staff when they return January 2nd. Reporting live in studio, Alex Torres-Perez, 12 News.